Welcome to Orlando, Florida. A couple of teams hoping to finish their season in magical fashion by taking home a victory in the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. First down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. He makes the connection. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and then it's the last time that you ever get...
He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, 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 find the explosive play.
Can anyone catch him? Inside the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Line gets set, first down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. Texas A&M going quickly. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building, is having fun at your location, doing the different things together to start to build that unity that will make a big difference in the future.
Yeah, there's a saying in college football that your freshman year, when you get to bowl season, you're no longer a freshman. A lot of players grow up. You get the extra practices mentally, and from a confidence standpoint, you turn the page. I can remember back to my true freshman year, we were getting ready to play Penn State. We had a lot of NFL talent in my freshman class, and everybody just seemed to grow a foot taller. They were playing with a different intensity level that really paid off for us the next year.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping them.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good quarterbacks, and you know you're going to get great play calling, great offensive design. Ohio State offenses every year, year after year, the names change, but the production continues to be the same.
Makes the grab. It's Jones. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He wants to throw. Unleashes one deep. But that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. Which squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory. Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options, is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Buckeyes need to pick it up on fourth down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Defense in press coverage. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Looking down the middle. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use.
Nothing but green ahead. At the 30. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. There's a reason medicine, they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Looking to throw, it's Hurley. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggie! This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Oh, he's going to take a chance. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And off to Jones. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He leaves it with his back. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. Leaves it with the back. Good, solid tackle.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Great call by the offensive coordinator. He saw an opportunity to take a shot, to dial up one of these types of...
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Hey, when everything else is covered, sometimes you just got to look to the big fella. I mean, it might not be the right matchup, but I got the size, I can throw it to him. He rewards you with the skill.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll test the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 21, Texas A&M 14.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll run it to the right side. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Texas A&M going up tempo. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gathers. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. 1st and 10 for the offense. Power football with the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Gathers. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Quarterback will keep it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense now.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Lofts one high and deep. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Dances away from the heat. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover 0. When I play cover 0, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Well, look at this. 4th down and 1.5 miles, and the offense is still on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the middle. He makes a grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Texas A&M, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. And the Aggies in the hurry up. Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Got 3 on first down, it's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Gathers. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line, it'll be first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, and maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw it on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Texas A&M!
Yeah, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Nice move to pick up yardage. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Oh, he's going to go for the return. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Roll that offense back out there. Wide receiver shows motion. Here comes the option. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
I'll tell you what, dude, in today's football, I'm not starting a team without a guy that can do that at the quarterback spot. You see it. He hits the gas, pulls it down quickly, and just goes. Whether he's reading something, whether he's throwing, he is always a threat to run the football. He completely changes the way you play defense.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Looking to throw, it's Hurley. Scrambling away. Showing the bravado, throwing it back to the right. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you could tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament.
Hey, that's a live ball. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate.
Honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Caught in the backfield, it's Whitaker. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Buckeyes are on the move. Calls his own number. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose it.
To the air, it's Hurley. Going over the top. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Love the play call on offense because they were expecting in a third and long situation for the defense to be expecting pass. Just not a lot of defenders close to the line of scrimmage, and so that made it easy pickings for the running back.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
And I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Texas A&M going quickly. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Complete to the right. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
Going up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
He's going to pass on second down. This time on target. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Unloads to the right. It's complete. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to sink those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. Quarterback will audible. To the air on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Texas A&M will snap it in the red zone.
The end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Ohio State 35, Texas A&M 28.
First down to start the drive after the break. The give to the back. They're just trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Texas A&M going up tempo. On second down, he'll let it fly. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Really nice time. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass, but how about saving your best for when it matters most late in the ballgame? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive, down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Trying to pound it in. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down is expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
After the misfire, it's second down. Using the quick game. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Got him downfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And offenses practice the situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that. They stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Caught in the backfield. It's Jones. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Back to the air one more time. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jones. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And now on second down for this offense. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Looking for a man. It's Hurley. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Fast motion from the offense. Dialing up a second down pass play. Fighting off the defender. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Love working with you guys. Love being in the booth. Love covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock and it will be your friend. He's looking to pass. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Hey, You know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. 28. Fair catch called for and made. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Quarterback checking off. He's going to pass. Throwing right. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Texas A&M going quickly. Afterburners coming. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He's looking to throw it. Unloads it left. And his throw is incomplete. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. This one's complete.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. On the move. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They're moving quickly after that big fourth down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. He'll set up to throw. Lets it fly. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
Texas A&M.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still third and goal. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And they'll come to the line and try to draw it a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Takes it the other way. The 50. He's at the 40. And after the interception return, he gets it down to the 32-yard line.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long.